collecting plastic bottles, donating. They know every penny counts. And here we have one of our student council reps to talk, and then we're going to have Maya, who will present something very special.
Middle school. We recently rolled out a fundraising event called and we know how very important your cause is to our school community, so as a group we decided to collectively bring you the on behalf of our advisor, Ms. Nelson, the National Junior Honor Society, and the rest of the staff and students who participated, we are honored to present you with an additional $250. We believe in you.
Now I'd like to introduce Maya Smith, and I'd just like to say before they speak, they're very humble, that the district has a very nice donation that they're about to give, but these two people right here and their family raised over $3,000 themselves, probably closer to $4, so I'd like Maya to speak.
Hello, my name is Maya Smith, and I'm an 8th grader here at William T. Rogers. In September of 2016, my grandmother, Kathleen Cox, passed away after 2 years of struggling with ALS. By killing off the body's motor neurons, ALS renders its patients paralyzed, which for a painter like my grandmother made it easy to lose hope. But to be able to live with ALS for over 25 years, a chance only 5% of patients get, is a fate most people wouldn't lose hope during. But Chris Pendergast, who stands before you today, never ceased to lose hope. In fact, he turned his own pain into a reason to fight for a way to help resolve other people's. After many hours of chocolate sales, marching parade routes, bake sales, selling raffle baskets at school events and during lunch hours, going door to door to local businesses asking for donations, and fundraising outside of Key Food, we're proud to announce that we've raised thousands of dollars for this wonderful cause. But most importantly, William T. Rogers would like to thank you for being an inspiration to all of us and teaching us all to never lose hope, no matter the circumstance. Thank you, Chris.
We would like to present you with a check of $6,200, and we are still working on it, so we'll have more.
Well, Maya and Mrs. Smith, you are forever, as everyone standing here, a member of our Ride for Life family. Everyone here at William T. Rogers, you have gone above and beyond. We asked for help and you never hesitated. We do walk in memory of your grandmother, your mom, and we will not stop walking until that cure is found. Today with us today is not only Chris Pendergast, the founder of the Ride for Life, but we have 3 other ALS patients whose lives you truly are making a difference in. In the tie-dyed shirt is Paul Weissman from Bohemia. With his beloved Yankee hat on is Nelson Colon from Center Reach. And someone that certainly brings beauty to our group, Lori Marsinger from Islip. You know, when each one of these patients, as well as the former 80 riders that we have passed that have rode the roads with Chris and other ALS patients, each one of them was given the same diagnosis from their doctor. You only have a few years to live. There's nothing we can do to help. No treatment, no cure. Kind of go home, enjoy your family while you can. And that's it. So Chris, after he was diagnosed, and of course, just like everybody else, cried with his beautiful family. He was in the prime of his life, teaching at Northport schools, a beautiful daughter and son, young, and a great wife who's here with us today, Christine Pendergast. Give a shout out there. So Chris spoke to his family, and they decided they were going to do something really radical. They had to change this. Companies were not helping. So let's get out on the streets and let's go ask kids to help us. And the very first ride, they rode all the way to Washington, D.C., 350 miles. It took them 15 days. They spoke to President Clinton. They went to Congress and begged for more money for research. And then they turned the ride to Long Island, where Chris knew you kids would listen and you would help. Because you know what, as a former educator myself, kids care. And if you don't know about ALS, how can you care? So Chris decided, let's do some school programs. Let's talk to the kids. Let's teach them. You can't give up, no matter what happens in your life. Some of you are going through, you have parents that may be divorcing. You may have had bullying happen to you in school. Academics may be really tough. These tests are a nightmare sometimes, and you may get down. But what Chris and Paul and Lori and Nelson are telling you, don't let anything get to you. If they can do this and ask you for help, they're asking you, if you're in a troubled place, to ask for help. We know this school, your principal, Mr. Farazi, and all your teachers and your guidance counselors, if you can't go to your family, come here and ask them. They'll help you. And we'll help you. We love you. Kings Park, you are so special to us now. And it's not just the money. It's the hope that you give to each one of these patients, because I know that each one of you care, and tonight you're going to go home and you're going to tell everybody all about Chris and Lori and Nelson and Paul, and you're going to tell your families at the dinner table what they're doing and how they're changing other people's lives, and that many more people are going to know about ALS, and that's how many more people are going to care. So thank you for helping us spread the word. Chris thanks you. Paul, Lori, and Nelson thank you. And all the former riders, poor Maya's grandma thanks you, because we know she's smiling right now. So thank you, Kings Park. We love you. And we'll see you next year, hopefully, when that cure is found, because each and every one of you better feel very, very proud when that it's announced the cure is found, because you helped make it happen. Thank you, Kings Park, and especially William C. Rogers. Thank you for the high school students that escorted us with the middle school students. Thank you for RJO for jumping on board. Next year, I think we're going to get every single Kings Park school involved. So thank you.